Hey, Big Dave the Middle Aged Gamer here with another episode of Fallout London. And we gotta pick up a couple more missions from these guys here. Let's start with Jill.
So tell me, what does the Syndicate have in abundance that we don't?
Webtos,
herpes.
Literally everything.
No. I mean, yeah, probably. But I'm thinking of one thing in particular. Supplies. While we're choking down squirrel stew and using rock gut whiskey to treat anything from the flu to a bullet in the head, the IODS has enough food and medicine to supply both them and the whole of Westminster. I feel it's high time we alleviate them of some of that excess and put ourselves in a position to succeed. After all, health is wealth.
So what are you suggesting we do about it? And if you say a train robbery again, I swear to God.
Well, now, just hear me out. There's a train that makes up a third of the Syndicate supply line, and...
Oh, for fuck's sake, Winston. You've been reading your bloody spy comic books again. You're not 006 or whatever. Give it a rest.
Well, it's 005 actually, and what I read in my spare time has nothing to do with this. I really don't see what your issue is anyway. They have supplies. They transport them via train. We rob the train. It's simple.
It's not bloody simple. It's never bloody simple. There are far too many variables at play in a job like that. We broke even by the skin of our bollocks on the supply run to the lab, and you want to up the ante? Not a chance. Out of the question.
That's just it though, innit? You're looking at the ones and zeros of the returns from the lab. But the real intangible score of that job run is staring us right in the bloody face.
What are you on about? What, the Wayfarer? Not a bad point. Alright, fine. Here's what we'll do. Let's send the Wayfarer to strap on a tux and play international spy. And if they don't come back, we're only back to net zero on that lab run. Happy?
Seems like the more people we send, the better chance of success we'd have. But, yeah, sure. I'll take what I can get.
Lovely.
You should be thanking me for even agreeing to that. The stakes of a job like this are still sky high, seeing as if the Wayfarer fucks this up, the heat comes down on our heads like a redcoat's deli belly. You hear that, Wayfarer? If you muck this up and get yourself killed, I'll find you in the afterlife and shit down your throat for the rest of eternity.
Excellent. So the train passes through Poplar Station. That's where you'll be heading first. The station is a Syndicate outpost, so you'll most likely have to put down some dogs to get to the control room. Once you're there, all you have to do is switch the train's route to Canning Town Station. Hop aboard, and Bob's your uncle, you're done. We'll be waiting in Canning Town to unload the supplies. Easy peasy.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be just that simple. What could go wrong? It's only the Syndicate's most important and highly guarded assets we're talking about. So in case it's not the sunny stroll in the park that Winston is presenting it as, take these explosives. If we can't have those supplies, nobody can. Get me? If things start going south, blow that train to Kingdom Come. Even if we come away empty-handed, at least we'll muck up the Syndicate's main supply lines.
But securing those supplies is still the main objective, so don't go blowing them up for the hell of it. Any questions?
Okay, so basically it's just gonna be, it's pretty cut and dry. Kill some dogs and...
Good luck, mate. The lads will see you in Canning Town. Quick.
And do what they say.
Gauntsies.
And this... If this wasn't a, if I wasn't doing a melee build, this would be a heck of a weapon. I mean, it's basically the Deliverer.
Christ. This is such a mistake.
Alright, now let's talk to Shrapnel.
I've got an easy aspiration, boss. I say we take down the dredge.
The Mudshoot prison boat? What do you mean, take it down?
We crack it open and steal the yoke. There's a bunch of our blokes in there. Labrat here can sneak in, let everyone out, then set a few well-placed bombs to sink the whole damn place.
I ever tell you you're a fucking lunatic, Johnny?
You've mentioned it a few times, boss, but What exactly is it about this that seems so mad?
The dredge is guarded to the tits. You couldn't sneak a gnat's fart in there. And what's the good in blowing it up? Syndicates have been trying to call us terrorists ever since we broke out that friend of events. If we bomb a prison, they'll just use that as propaganda against us.
Not everyone's fond of prisons, gone, and our lot in there have some grit in a fight. Would be nice to have them back in our numbers rather than rotting in the clink.
There's some logic in your lunacy, Shrapnel. We could do with more hands, and it would stick it to the dogs if we break our boys out of the dredge. All right, tell our chum your plan, then.
I think I have it all figured out.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Here, 3 bombs is enough to sink the ship if you get the chance to use them. They'll need placing around the lower deck. Once they're set, you'll need a scarper. Quick. Good luck, mate.
Alright. And... Ellie.
Nobody's getting shot down, never hurt anything.
Boy, wipe that smarmy look off your face before I have one of my friends do it for you. What, you think we don't know this place is a dump?
I'm gonna talk to this guy here.
You should do something about that then. You look like a bulldog licking piss off a thistle. The name's John the Screw. I'm the one in charge of fixing up this pub that you so clearly think you're better than.
Why do they call you John the Screw?
Yeah, bit of a dodgy nickname for someone like me, innit? Sebastian and the boys almost skinned me alive when I first introduced myself. Thought I was a prison guard, they did. Vagabonds and prison go together like tea and marmite. Hard to blame them, I guess. But when I explained that they call me the Screw because I'm handy with tools, we was right as rain.
What happened to this place? Was it always this rustic?
Hell no. The Swan and Mitre used to be the finest pub this side of the Thames. The Jewel of Bromley it was, right up until those pikey twats from the Isle of Dogs trashed the place. We've been trying to rebuild ever since, and if it weren't for those balmy nutters over at Bromley DIY, we might well be done by now. You know what? That gives me a brilliant idea. How would you like to make a few tickets for a quick job?
Sounds good to me. I love easy money.
Well, the reason the Swan still looks like the town tip isn't because I've been sitting on my arse doing nothing. We're up to our eyes in repairs and running low on supplies, fast. Typically, I'd send one of the leads down to Bromley DIY to pick up what we need, but the last time I did, a junkie blindsided him with the business end of a sledge. Now nobody wants to go near the place. But you seem like an hard sort. If you were to go take care of the hooligans down at the DIY so we can continue our work, I'd certainly make it worth your while.
I'm in. Where's this DIY shop?
Brilliant, mate. You're doing me a huge favour. Bromley DIY is just up the road. You can't miss it.
What the boss's plan?
Alright, so we're gonna do that first. Could use more experience, could use more loot, could use more everything. So let's do it. Alright, outside the Swan. And... whoa. Now, if we look at the map, it's right nearby. Honestly, it's just going to be faster if we run it, because load screens can tend to take a little while. How much do we have? 136. Oh man, we got stuff to sell.
Boys, everyone thinks their mob's a gang.
Alright, well, if we're going this far, we might as well head to Nadia's and sell off some crap. Well, a successful fight means we save. Glad I heard that. Look at that cage armor. It's better than what we're wearing. Got a dispatch helmet. I'll just have to live with that, I guess. So, a bunch of scum suckers here. Getting in my way. We got one more.
Now.
And successful fight means we save. And back on the road after that little interesting bit there. And that's where we need to be, but we're kind of loaded up, so... Look at the map real quick, and we're actually right near Nadia's. Anyway, so... Wait a minute. Let's go visit Nadia real quick. So what we can...
Charge, things would be nicer. For us, of course, but for Blighty too.
Anything catch your eye? Take a look.
Yeah, you know what? We'll sell that. We'll keep the spy pistol because it is kind of a rarity. Okay. Okay, that ain't worth anything. Okay, we got a full set of leather. What's that? 24, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. Plus the overalls is 19 total. That means we don't need the harness. Vagabond, I don't know if it ain't worth crap. Vintage chess piece. It's better than the leather chess piece. Alright, so... What was that? 6, 7, 9, 10, 12. As opposed to double that, which is why we're keeping the cage armor for now. Okay. Okay, we got some junk. Not much junk, though. Plenty of ammo, although we're not really using much in the way of ammo. And... okay. So we can bail now. Let's see where that puts us inventory-wise. 89 of 305. We can work with that. I mean, she's literally just across from there. That's pretty cool. All right, into DIY we go. All right, inside DIY we are. And the main thing we need to do here is kill. 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 Yeah, just like an Arlo Guthrie piece, right? And of course, we're going to loot, too. There's a lot of useful junk here. For when I finally decide it's time to upgrade stuff. Well, unfortunately, to do that, I need to upgrade my charisma so I can get local leader, so I can build crafting tables.
What the?
Oh shit, already? Alright, alright, alright. Okay, a SIG. Okay, we still got a kid's meal brewing, so I don't need to burn another one. That's more than fine with me. Okay, grilled red roach for healing, the wild mute fruit, sweet roll, bangers and mash. That'll hold me for now. Yep. I mean, one thing about this style is about as subtle as a smack upside the head. Maybe even less so. The last guy ain't gonna come at me, but we've already got everybody else toast, so... Alright, just let me clean up after these fools first. Look at that pipe wrench real quick. What I got's better. And as I said, that last guy is not coming out. We're going to have to go to him, and that's fine with me. Allows me to finish looting, save. and fully prepare for this fool. Yeah, speaking of preparing... Paint is oil, which is always useful. Plenty of things need oil, and oh man, we're already carrying too much. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to gather everything up. We're going to make this tidy, so I don't have to do it again later. Well, without what's paint without paint brushes? I already went through in there. That's fine. So what we're gonna do? There he is. You can see him in the back there. Whoa. Bad ladybird. And no corpse for me, because... to the lads of Team Volon, you might need to take care of them. What the hell? Oh, I guess you did. Alright. So we're about 30 pounds over. Alright, that gets us some extra weight. We're going to save now. We're... some lighter stuff there. Alright, let's get him. Okay. And we're going to pound back some hard cider. We've become addicted to alcohol. Lovely. Alright, we're going to wait for the heal. Then we're going to have to run back up those steps, go all the way around, and get to that damn thing. Good news is we have something for it, and that's a crit. And just like that, we've cleared this place out. Now we're going to finish looting, and we're going to trudge back to Nadia's, sell off what we can, hopefully get us underweight. And then we'll finish the episode by doing inventory stuff before we talk to Jan the Screw. Okay, we left some stuff in one of these lockers. There it is. Should probably save after that thing being a real success. More tools never hurt anyone. And unfortunately, I think I left a lot more of my blood than I would have liked, but shit happens. We survived, that's all that matters. Don't really need the torch on in here. It's kind of bright as it is. You know what? I got a variety of stuff here. Okay. Okay. Electrify's as good as it gets. That was weird. Well, we got a level. No point. That's not worth it. Alright. And Sid's done too, so we'll have to check up on him. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, back outside of do-it-yourself, the backside of it. Alright, now to find our way to our dear Nadia. Sell some of this crap that we've got. There's hooligans in that college over there. I know that's not a college student joke.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
Dear, you are a farmer. I wonder if the sunflower's collectible. Yep. Oh well. Alright. Let's sell some goodies.
Come see what I've got. Take a look.
I don't think she's got much left in the way of money. No, she does not. Well, we'll see if... Well, first off, if she's got anything better. So, we'll snag this machete. Okay. First, we'll sell off the redundancies. Okay, that's a 6 and 4, which actually would make it better than the vintage. Okay, the girded leather is a 4-8, as opposed to a 2-5. Okay. So, what are we looking at now? 4, 5, 7, 8, 14. The cage armor's still better. Wait a minute. 4, 5, 7, 8, 6 is 14, 10 is 24. Check that. They're even now. So we're going to sell the cage armor because it weighs an awful lot. And we'll put everything on afterwards. Sell the board. Sell the box cutter. And we'll sell what guns we can. And what she got? 10 left for me to do. So we'll sell that. There we go.
Farewell.
And there we go. That's as good as the cage armor, at least for physical. And we're back underweight again, which I love. Alright, we're going to call it here. Next episode, we'll turn in the quest for John. Oh, we'll spend our level first. Okay, let's see what is most useful. Life Giver could be really useful. Long Haul could be really useful. Adamantium Skeleton could be useful. Vans is always useful for somebody who just gets lost. Action Boy. Fortune Finder could be useful. Bloody Mess is always useful. Well, actually, any of the VATS things could be useful. I think we're going to go with Life Giver. Alright, but yeah, I think we'll call it here next episode, and I'll do inventory control off camera next episode. You'll see me right in front of John, and I will turn in the quest. Alright, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest and greatest videos as they come in, and help this channel grow. This has been Big Dave, the Middle-Aged Gamer. This is Fallout London. I'll see you all next time.